I'm Natalie Bagley. I have been called to the Baltimore, Maryland mission. I leave on January 29th, 2014.
My name is Bailey Dreyer. I'm from Layton, Utah, and I'm going to the Philippines Cavite mission. And I'm reporting January 29th.
I'm Sean Fisher. I'm from Aurora, Illinois, and I'm going to the Brazil Curitiba South mission on February 19th next year.
Okay, so my name is Taylor Ross. I am from Alpine, Utah. I'm going to the Cape Verde Playa mission, and I will be leaving January 22nd.
Hey, I'm Brooklyn Hansen, and I have been called to the Comiguel Honduras mission. I report to the Mexico MTC on February 5th.
I'm Matt Jellin. I'm from Orem, Utah. I'm going to the Colombia Barranquilla mission. I report March 26th.
My name is Megan Larson. I'm from Eagle, Idaho, and I'm going to the England Leeds mission speaking Mandarin Chinese on February 5th.
I'm Aaron Blakefer, and I'm going to the Ecuador Quito North mission, and I report January 1st to the Mexico MTC.
Hi, I'm Matt McDonald, and I'm from Centerville, Utah. I'm going to the Virginia Richmond mission on January 29th.
I'm Jacob Michaelis. I'm from Lehi, Utah, and I'm going to Taiwan, Taipei.
I'm Jake Miller. I am from Orem, Utah. I will be going to the Korea Seoul mission on January 15th.
I'm Adam Nickrell. I'm going to the Spain Madrid mission, and I leave on January 7th.
I'm Amanda Nelson, and I've been called to serve in the Querétaro, Mexico mission, speaking Spanish.
My name is Emily Prowett. I'm from Springville, Utah, and I am going to the Guatemala City Central mission, and I leave on January 22nd of next year.
I'm Mark Smith. I am from Linden, Utah, and I'm going to Bangkok, Thailand, and I will leave December 18th.
Hi, my name is Audrey Ewell. I'm going to the Romania-Moldova mission, and I'm leaving January 8th.
I'm Spencer Webb. I'm from Flower Mound, Texas. I'm going to the Arizona Mesa mission, English speaking, through January 29th.
Probably when one night me and my roommate were talking a little bit, and I went up, the lights were off, went off to go do something, came back, lights still off, and didn't realize that my roommate had climbed into my bed. Couldn't see her until I was getting into bed, and all of a sudden I hit her in the face, and we laughed for probably about a half an hour straight. Make all the rest of my roommates kind of confused.
Probably, I ran into Garrett Godfrey at the library, and he saw my CTR ring, and I leave it on my left-hand ring finger. And this does not even look like a CTR, like an engagement ring. But he asked me if I was engaged, and I told him I'm anxiously engaged, and he didn't get the joke. So, anyway, Garrett Godfrey, in case you're wondering, I'm anxiously engaged in the cause of righteousness. So sorry about that.
Probably the funniest thing that happened here at BOU is right on the first day when I got here. Sebastian and I were roommates over summer, so I didn't really have to deal with that awkward confrontation the very first day. So I walk in, when I call him, it was like 10:30 in the morning. He says, "Oh, it's so early," because he's just lame like that. But, so I walk into my room, I see him lying asleep on his bed, and I say, "Hey Sebastian," he says, "I missed you."
Me and my roommate have known each other for a really long time before we came to BYU, so one of the first couple nights we were here, she kept hitting her head on the shelf above her, and I would always say, "Was that you?" Because I'd get really freaked out at night. Somebody was coming into the dorm, and so one of these same nights, she started moving around. She said, "Do I need to move?" I was like, "No." "Why do you need to move, Sal?" "To get comfortable." And I was sus. "So are you comfortable?" She said, "Yeah." "Okay, good night." She didn't remember it the next day.
The funniest story since I've been here was Natalie's roommate Sarah came and woke me up one morning and was like, "Hey, Brooklyn, wake up." I was Sarah, like, what's your problem? She comes and climbs in bed next to me, and we had a nice little chat for a little bit, but that was pretty great.
The funniest thing that happened to me here at BYU was for my PD Bio 120 class, we had to film a music video, and our music video, I guess, was pretty popular among Facebook people, and so we got a lot of views on it, and it was pretty dope, and you should watch it. I love it.
The funniest thing that happened to me this semester was probably I was at a friend's apartment and we were just hanging out talking, and all of a sudden we decided to watch Tangled. So we did, and we were all sitting around, and she was sitting on the couch with this guy that she liked, and throughout the course of the movie they got closer and closer and like started cuddling, and my other friend and I felt really awkward, and we kind of wanted to get up and leave, but it was Tangled, so we didn't want to get up and leave. And so we just stayed there and we cuddled instead to kind of combat their couple cuteness.
Probably walking into the girls' bathroom.
So it was like the first week of school, and I was on the phone with one of my friends, and we were gonna meet up, and I saw this girl like across this field, and she was talking on her phone too. So I thought, oh, it must be her. So then I waved at her. I'm like, oh, hey, and then she waved back. So I'm like, yes, it's her. But then when we got closer, it was like, oh shoot, it's not her. So we didn't even look at each other. We just kept walking. So that was pretty funny.
We were having a dance party in our room while we were waiting for some girls to come over and watch a movie. And me and Mark were up on the couch and we were dancing, and the girls walked past our window, and it was really funny.
The funniest story is kind of funny. It was probably the second day here. I think it was the luau thing. Sam, my roommate, has this weird disease called narcolepsy, where he just falls asleep at random times, and we were just talking to these two girls, and he just falls asleep in the middle of talking to them and just falls on the floor, and that's just the funniest thing, and I always bring it up to him.
So probably the funniest thing that I like to do here at BYU is, well, I have an identical twin brother, and people around campus often mistake us, and I like to play it off like I am Jared and see how long I can keep it up until they screw me over with a super hard question that I can't keep pretending I'm Jared with.
Something funny that happened here at BYU is just like I got a weird prank call once, and I was like, wow, I thought that only happened in 7th grade, but guess not.
Well, I think like the funniest thing in general that's happened to me is my roommate Jenna, because she's hilarious. So anything Jenna is so funny. And the other thing was when Tibby and Maddie and I made up this whole story that Sarah was engaged and got everyone to believe it. And even though Sarah wasn't too happy about that, it was pretty funny.
The funniest story happening at BYU is one time my roommate Parker came in with a gun, and me and Matt took it from him and hid it because he was going to kill me. It really happened, ask him.
Probably the funniest thing that happened to me was right after I got my mission call, one of my crazy roommates, who will not be named, but some people will know who she is, set me up on a date with a random RM who had just come back from that mission, and it was kind of an awkward date because I didn't know him and he was shy, and so we talked about Romania, but it was funny. It's funny to tell now.
I guess the funniest thing that happened here was either Tegan or Talmadge, we're not actually sure who, forgot to turn off the burner, and so we left to the football game. We come back, and those plastic pom-poms, I just threw it up, didn't think it would hit the burner, but it did. And I just start walking away, and all of a sudden I smell this really, really gross smell, and realized the burner had destroyed the pom-pom, and we could not, for the life of us, figure out how to get it off. So we just burned it off, and it smelled horrible for a whole 3 hours. It was kind of gross.
I like the most about the ward. Just the people are awesome. The joy of having some people from my high school was fun. And Sebastian. Sebastian's awesome.
What I like most about our ward is that everyone is really friendly, even though I probably haven't met everyone still. Everyone's been very, very kind and very nice and very inclusive, especially at like the ward, like fast.
Our ward is the shiz. We have the best people here. I love how everybody here, you can just strike up a conversation with anybody in our ward, and that's super cool, and nobody gets mad at me if I forget their names, which happens a lot.
The thing I like most about our ward is everyone's always included. So you could show up to a ward activity and not really know anyone there, and you'd leave having made like 5 new friends. It's so great.
I really like the people in it. Everyone in it seems very willing to do anything they're told to. And I couldn't imagine anyone complaining about a calling or anything.
What I like most about our ward is probably the love that all the guys have for each other, and the love that we have for the sisters in the ward, and the love and care that they show for all of us.
I really like our ward and how there's so much diversity. Like we got some people from different countries. I think that's really cool.
What I like most about the ward are all of the activities that we have and the times we get to bond together. I really like having ward prayer and being able to introduce each other and talk to each other and just get to know people, because we all come from so many different places that it's really interesting and fun to get together and know each other. So.
I guess just how social we are. Probably made 20 or so friends that like I can see myself being, you know, friends with them for a really long time, like lifetime.
I think that Bishop has really great hair. I don't even know where he got that from, but it's great hair. And I just think they're all super awesome and so concerned about us, and they would just do anything to help us out.
The bishopric is awesome. I've had the opportunity to work close with them, and they're just really great people. They really do care about every single person in the ward, and they're just amazing men. Shout out to you.
Our bishopric is pretty awesome. Actually, I've really enjoyed working with Brother Perrette and Brother Raymond with our Relief Society presidency. And Bishop Patch is awesome. I don't think any of my future bishops will be able to beat him, because he's the only bishop that has been able to say that he slept with a movie star and not be ashamed of it. So, pretty impressed with him.
The bishopric is awesome, and that's all I have to say about them.
Okay, I love the bishopric. They're so funny, and they have awesome wives who are funny too, and they're just all awesome, and they are supportive of us.
I love our bishopric. I mean, shout out to Brother Raymond. He's my favorite. I like how they also incorporate being kind and how patient they are with me.
They are awesome. I love the bishopric. My first experience with the bishopric was Brother Raymond, and I was helping him out with an activity, and he showed up in like, I think it was a yellow VW bus, and VW buses are my favorite. So that was my first experience with the bishopric, and it was pretty awesome. And the Perettes are awesome, and Bishop Patch and Sister Patch, my whole apartment is just like so in love with their little relationship. They're so cute.
The bishopric was cool. They're a bunch of cool dudes. Bishop Patch is kind of an old fart, but it's okay. I'm sure he's still cool.
I'd probably recommend for preparing for a mission, I would say just studying the gospel, I think, and just listening to the Spirit and making sure that the decision to go on mission is right.
I would definitely say pray about it a lot and hard, especially the girls, because boys, you know you're supposed to do it, but girls, I don't know, it's harder to know whether or not it's for you. So have that sincere conversation with your Heavenly Father and ask Him what His will is for you, and tell Him how you're feeling and what you think. Also, don't forget to make the temple its own experience that you're preparing for, because you don't have to serve a mission to get to the celestial kingdom, but you do have to be endowed. And once you realize the amazing importance of that gift, and it is a gift, your perspective will totally change about what will be. And so make sure that you understand that and let the peace come.
What I would recommend to people serving a mission is find the real purpose for going to serve. Don't just do it because it's like an expectation, whether you're a guy or a girl. You go because you want to. Find that desire, find that joy and happiness that I found, and that's why I want to go serve. So I can bring other people to Christ, and so that they can feel the same joy that I felt through the gospel.
If you're deciding to go on a mission and you're not sure, for the girls, you really don't have to. It's totally up to you. I wasn't sure for a really long time. It's kind of like an overnight thing for me, so don't worry if you're still not sure. You can totally choose to go, or you can choose to stay, and you'll be blessed either way. So I emphasize that for the girls, and for any pre-missionaries that are getting ready, I would just recommend studying the scriptures and learning as much as you could about the gospel before you leave, because you're going to have to learn the language and like the people skills, I don't know, new culture. So I would just go in prepared to the MTC knowing all you can.
For those of you that are considering going on missions, for me, I know I've had the most assurance or reassurance that going on missions is right for me when I'm reading my scriptures and praying to Heavenly Father, and I know that those are just probably the most important things you can do as you're preparing. Just learn as much as you can about the gospel and gain a closer relationship with Christ.
In my conflict resolution class, we study a lot about learning to work together with other people. And I think one of the ways that we can be the best missionaries possible is learning to work with your companion in a capacity where you both can feel the Spirit and where you both get along with each other and are interested in furthering the work. So I guess the recommendation that I would make to all you future missionaries, and myself included, is to learn how to work with other people in a way in which you can resolve your issues quickly and leave with your relationship even better intact. And
I would recommend to people who are contemplating serving a mission or who are definitely going to serve that you study your scriptures by topic. It's definitely helped me form a connection with the scriptures. It makes me want to read my scriptures at night, and usually that's kind of a hard thing to want to do. But it's totally strengthened my testimony, and now I look forward to the time when I can read the scriptures every night.
To those who are preparing to serve a mission, I'd recommend just learning how to work hard and to feel the Holy Ghost.
Like, once you decide you're gonna serve a mission, just like go for it. Like, don't turn back. Like, once you've made the commitment, you just need to go for it, go all out, and don't even like think twice about it. You just gotta go with it.
Go to the temple as soon as you can. Once you get your call, you gotta go get your endowments and go to the temple as much as you can.
My only recommendation to those planning on serving a mission is to serve a mission. Don't hesitate to do it. It's gonna help you a lot.
One thing that I'd recommend for those who are preparing to serve a mission is to try and take a mission prep class here. We have some fantastic instructors, and also just gain a testimony of our Savior Jesus Christ.
For those who are looking to serve a mission, I just recommend prepare to go to the temple and just know what you're gonna do there, and I think that'll help you a ton on your mission.
I think I would recommend preparing to go to the temple. The temple is amazing. It is such a huge blessing in our lives, and I don't think you can never do too much to prepare, and never do anything that would keep you from the temple, because that is where the best blessings come.
Take mission prep.
I would recommend everybody seriously considering it, boys or girls, 19, 20, 21, however old you are. And I don't know, it's just kind of a neat experience to think that we have this opportunity at this time in our lives. And it's definitely not something you should just push aside as not for me. I think we should all consider it and consider it well, because it's a neat opportunity to take the gospel to other people in the world. And for those preparing to serve a mission, I think you should just start working now to be as missionary-like as possible, like with organizing and planning your time. I think college is a good way to help with that, so we're on the right track.
Basically, going on a mission requires a lot of social skills. So just go up to random people and start talking to them. Like Johnny Gathright, he totally went up. He just sat down in the library, and I just saw him start talking to a ton of people. Use that as an example. Then the other one that was really good was I heard my institute teacher back in Texas. He said that he asked the same question, you know, to a missionary, what would you like? What would you recommend? And he said to stop after you pray. So like, you know, just when you say your prayers, wait after, you know, for a few minutes and just feel those spiritual promptings to know what the Lord will have you do.
So are you excited for your mission?
I'm sorry, but you've asked, that's like the 30th question. Can I ask you a question too? Like, can I have to interview you to see like a connection, you know, like see what it's like being interviewed?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just don't like being interviewed a lot. Okay, so, Kristen. Like Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst.
Not like Kristen Stewart.
Kirsten, I'll try and remember that, I'm sorry. So, you're a freshman at BYU, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's it like being married? Especially so early at such a young age.
Not married.
Pretty sure you are. Pretty sure all BYU freshman girls are married.
No, you don't have to be married.
Yeah, I think you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why aren't you married then?
I can't answer that. I'm Mormon. Since you're not married, then would you go out with me?
No.
Okay, so what do you like to do in your free time then?
Family history.
I love family history. We should have our own family history. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we have so much in common already. Can you feel this? Can you feel this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's try it. What's your favorite color?
Red.
My favorite color is red too. Oh my god, what's your favorite food? Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sushi. Oh my gosh. Favorite type of sushi on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cow rainbow rolls. This is unreal. We should go eat sushi sometime. Okay, we're gonna do a thing called 30 seconds. I'm gonna ask you as many questions as I can in 30 seconds, and you just have to answer them as fast as you can, okay?
Okay.
Will you go up?
No.
Why won't you go up?
I'm really busy.
Would you please? Free some time? I were the last man on earth. Would you have me?
Sure.
That's as far as I've gotten. That's alright.